Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg alongside Preston here. I'm Jeremy. So, Preston, have you ever heard of an organization called Dryhootch of America?
You know, Jeremy, I seem to remember that we shot a video recently with them and our police department.
They did. The Fitchburg Police Department had Calvin Tucker in from Dryhootch. He was Dryhootch of Madison, and they were basically the police got challenged by a different police department, and it's a fundraiser to raise money for veterans.
Okay.
And so Fitchburg Police Department decided instead of just doing the challenge, which is a workout challenge, they decided to bring in Dryhootch of Madison, this Calvin Tucker, and had him explain what it was, and then it turns out Dryhootch also does coffee, so they brought in coffee donuts. You can look on this video online on the Fitchburg Police Department on their website. It's pretty cool. But I figured, why don't I get to sit down with Calvin and ask him what Dryhootch is and does. So this is Calvin Tucker from Dryhootch.
The organization actually began with a Vietnam veteran who had some issues with PTSD, resulted in a serious fatal accident, and then about the time of the Gulf War, he had reoccurrence of the PTSD symptoms. And while he was incarcerated, he wanted to do something to help veterans returning, the younger veterans. And so the organization started with just a coffee truck and selling coffee off the back, and this was in Milwaukee. The first location was on Brady Street. From Brady, they expanded to Madison, and then back to Milwaukee on National Avenue, and now there are 4 additional locations in the Chicago area. Then there are 2 different models of Dryhootches. One is a tactical operation, and the other is a forward operating base. The forward operating base concentrates on coffee, but more on wellness and other issues that veterans present with. When we were on the west side of Madison, we were a talk, and we had a full-service coffee bar. Now we just have coffee available. So typically, we like to keep Dryhootch as a place where veterans can come, visit, socialize, but also get involved in some groups that would be helpful. Wherever they are in their transition, that's where we meet them. The groups that we have, like massage and yoga and Tai Chi and acupuncture, are actually programs that we use to substitute the use of alcohol and drug abuse. And that's commonly associated with diagnoses like PTSD. So that's pretty much our day. In addition, we're adding some sober living activities like kayaking, horseback riding, things like that, just to expand the calendar and have some kind of physical activity available for veterans. And it's not just a one-time visit. You know, these are veterans that once they start coming, they continue for different reasons. Some for support and some just because they have that family to go to. And we try to instill the same type of camaraderie that these veterans had in the service. Right now, we are looking at about an 80% recovery for veterans that have been addicted to alcohol or drugs, and that's after 2 years. So that's a pretty good record, and it means that we're doing some good things. I would say that it's nothing like the VA. If they have some fears of being handled like some people think of the VA, it's not happening at Dryhootch. We take care of the veteran regardless of the nature of the discharge, and everyone's treated equal. When it's necessary, when we feel it's necessary for a veteran to receive medical care, we don't hesitate to refer them to the VA. And we will go with them personally to make their visit easier, more comfortable. But yeah, we have two different tracks. We don't do therapy, and the VA does little peer mentoring. So each is a valuable service. They can call 608-250-2540, or my email is calvin@dryhootch.org, and they can also Facebook us at Dryhootch Madison.
So that was Calvin Tucker from Dryhootch America.
Definitely a cool organization.
Yeah, they're located at 2825 University Avenue, number 2, Madison, Wisconsin, 53705. It's on the west side here, and their number 608-250-2540. We'll be right back. This is Talking Fitchburg.